what's the latest update on the chamber? Where's the chamber as we sit right here?
Time flies when you're having fun. And I would say I'm having a great time meeting new people, getting reacquainted with a lot of other people that I've known a very long time through the chamber. And right now, chamber membership is holding steady. It has been the time that we've renewed partnerships, financial partnerships, and we are doing very well there. The other part that I think is very important, and the people that know me know that I am a community builder when it comes to partnerships, and what we've been doing is reaching out to other business organizations, asking how can we work together? And I think that's vitally important for the success of any organization. So I'm having a really good time doing that, looking to the future and what the organization can do in the immediate future while I'll be here.
Last time we talked, you're talking about adding ex-officio members, Anderson University, Tri-County Tech, Anderson County, the city of Anderson. Where's the progress on that?
The progress is very good in that before the next board meeting in April, you have to meet those bylaw deadlines. There will be a formal document sent to the board to vote on those. And the way I describe this to the board, as a business organization, when you think about business, one of the first things that comes to your mind is economic development. Well, when you think of economic development in Anderson County, you think of Anderson County government and the Department of Economic Development. When you think about business as in small business, where the chamber's located in downtown Anderson, you automatically think of the connection to the city of Anderson. And then when you think about workforce development, I almost cannot say workforce development without Tri-County Technical College popping into my thought. And then when you think about Anderson University and so many things that are happening with the university related to training of a new generation of folks that will go into the workforce, and many of the students attending and graduating from Anderson University now are actually deciding to stay in our community. So for me, I feel like those voices need to always be at the table. So that is how I've described the need for this to the board, and I believe it will pass, and I believe that we'll be recruiting those folks to come on our board shortly.
And I think we talked about this a little bit before, but is the board filled now? All the slots full now?
We just filled 3 vacancies, and we filled them with what I consider to be very established business people in the community. Andy Patrick from Attaway Printing, Emily Holland from H3 Marketing, and Dwayne Bowes with Paragon Hotels. So I feel like, again, getting the feeling that this chamber is Anderson-centric. And when I say Anderson, I always mean Anderson County.
How is the vision? You were talking about vision and strategic planning. How is the vision for moving forward coming as y'all put this all together with your new leadership and looking for a new permanent leader?
I think that the board has great challenges. It is never easy when you're looking for a new CEO, and that is on the forefront. I will be staying a little bit longer than the 3 months we first started talking about, but I believe the search will be coming over the next few months. And we've just put together an ad hoc committee. I wanted a committee to really look in depth at the chamber assets and where does the chamber go with the assets that the organization has, and how does that look into the future. And so I'm trying to be very strategic. I'm also working with them in bringing what is considered to be one of the best CEOs in the chamber world, who is now a consultant out of Georgia. She's going to be coming in to do a session with our board called the Roadmap to board excellence. And I believe, every board needs to have the kind of information to help them make the best decisions. And I believe that Terry Smiley will be able to help them do that. And that is going to be in mid-May.
And so after that, you'll begin the formal search after that?
I can't speak for them, but I believe so.
And so, I know you don't know when, but by the end of the year, they can probably expect to have a new leader here at the chamber.
Absolutely. Yes. Right now, with the extension on my agreement, I'll be here through the end of September. I have told them that if I needed to be through the end of the year, I'm happy to do that. But my goal is for them to have someone in place that they feel that can take the chamber to the next place. I've teased about this, and you'll probably get a real kick out of this. Not to be political, but when we think about Joe Biden's tenure as president, he talked a lot about Build Back Better. And as Trump is president, he talks a great deal about Make America Great Again. Well, in my vision of the chamber is in a place where we need to build back better, and we need to make the chamber great again. When I first got involved with the chamber 30 years ago, and over those 3 decades, the chamber was the most sought out organization in the community. Everybody wanted to be part of the chamber. People wanted to be on the chamber board. People wanted to come to chamber events. That's where we need to be.
And do you think that will include some of the things we've talked about in the past about more seminars for the public?
Yes.
And for things, and more interactive kind of things rather than just, economic development?
Absolutely. One of the things that Brandy, who's doing a great job here at the chamber as vice president of operations, she and I have been meeting with people. We're putting together some professional development opportunities that members can sign up to attend. We're putting together with actually some business partners, some sector kind of listening engagement sessions, so that they will walk away with something they need from their sector. We will walk away knowing from their perspective what they need from the chamber.
And we're sort of talking about a lot of details here. For somebody who's new or is really just starting to think about the chamber now that you're talking about it, remind me what the chamber was created for and what its purpose in the community. I'm talking about in very simple lay terms.
Yeah. Well, obviously, I'm going to make a bold statement in that, when we think about the chamber, we think about ribbon cuttings. New businesses want to get that attention onto their business. And I went over the other day, my very first, and at this point, only ribbon cutting was at our new Congresswoman's office at Sherry Biggs. And I made the statement, go big or go home. So that was my first one. It snowed during the ribbon cutting. That was quite unusual, but it was, that is something that new businesses look to the chamber to do, to get their name out front almost immediately. But at the end of the day, what I envision, and I'm no chamber person. I'm a chamber volunteer that is just trying to help the organization, but we have to be able to know what businesses need. And predominantly in the past, I think that chambers have tried to say, how do we interface on your behalf to government officials? Whether it's city council, it's county council, or it's legislative at the state or federal level. I think that the chambers tried to do that, and we're going to be trying to do a little bit of that. We had a great and very successful legislative breakfast, but we want to do more of that interfacing, because not every business person can do that, and we want to make sure that the people that we're electing value business. I believe that businesses are the economic foundation of our community. Small and large, we need them. And as an organization, I think we need them talking to each other. So we're looking at a statewide organization that may do an industry roundtable for us. Again, I think the chamber collects information from businesses. What do you need, and how do we help get those things to you?
you've got a big event coming up in April to sort of honor some of these businesses. Remind people what this event's about.
Yes, our annual meeting is coming up April the 10th. Meet me under the big tent at the 50-yard line on the Trojan football field at Anderson University. And that's our university. I was doing something the other day and I was contrasting the idea that why do we say Anderson University is our university? Well, if you look at Tri-County Technical College, we have to share them with Pickens and Oconee counties. We love them, but they have 2 other counties. When you look at Clemson University, Clemson has been a great partner to the Anderson Area Chamber, and we are so appreciative. But they're a land grant college for the state of South Carolina, so we're sharing them with 45 other counties. And in the football season, if they're really good, we're sharing them with the nation. So when I think, though, about education at that level in our community, Anderson University is our university. So the evening of April 10th, we want to do several things. We want to honor the relationship we have with Anderson University. Dr. Whitaker will be there, and it's going to just be a great evening. It's going to be an opportunity for us to celebrate last year, look toward what we're going to do in 2025. We're going to have delicious food. And it's going to be food stations. It's not going to be a sit-down dinner. It's going to be very little talking. We are going to have some awards. We're going to do Ambassador of the Year, our Young Athena, and our Athena Awards. And we're going to offer people the ultimate of a networking experience. Again, no sit-down dinner, not a lot of talking at you, a lot of opportunity for people to come and enjoy talking to other business people from around the county.
And I know there are other events between now and then, but you had said you wanted to make sure people knew about what's coming up in November, which
absolutely
may not be as far away as it feels like.
You got that right. November will be here before you know it. And in the meantime, this is the 40th class of Leadership Anderson.
Remind people what Leadership Anderson is.
Yeah, Leadership Anderson, have been such a big advocate because that was my first entree into my involvement with the chamber. And Leadership Anderson offers, some people want to say young professionals. It offers anyone in our community the opportunity to learn what's out there, what is happening in all the sectors of the community, and how they can be involved. And so we are so proud that for 40 years, continuously, that has been happening in the Anderson community. And so we want to celebrate 40 years of Leadership Anderson. And how do we want to do that? We want to do that by bringing people together that have been involved from class 1 up to class 40. And it's amazing. This name will resonate with a lot of people watching. David King, owner of Sullivan King Mortuary, was in class number 1. So what we've got him doing is we've got him reaching out to people that were in the class with him. And we want to be able to bring people from class 1. Right now, class 40 is pretty busy in their own class, but class 1 to 39, we want to bring those folks to the table. We'd love for them to do a meaningful project in the community. And then on November 21st, we're going to have a huge celebration of all 40 years of Leadership Anderson. And in that process, of course, they'll have the celebration we believe right now is going to be called the Ruby Jubilee. Ruby is the 40th year gemstone. So we want to do that, but we also want to remember all the people that went through Leadership Anderson that may not be with us today. A prime example is I was in leadership class number 6. Yes, I am old. And Peggy Hill was in my class. And what a community icon. The work that she's done within the real estate community for all these years has been amazing. We want to remember people like Peggy and others that we've lost over that 40-year span.
And again, for newcomers or for people who are just starting to look at the chamber again, what can they do to be better informed about the chamber and the work y'all are doing and Leadership Anderson and these other things?
Obviously, you can go to our website. We try to keep that updated with what's going on. We are trying to do some more publicity through social media and some other partners that are doing things with us that are helping us promote. And we are trying to build partnerships with organizations that do business-like things in the community, whether it is helping the Brew find speakers, or if it's Brandy helping with Rock the Country. All of those things really boil down. The chamber is here to serve our community and to make the business community stronger, which in turn makes our community as a whole stronger.